everyone. Do you enjoy games like Don't Starve? Are you partial to the good vibes and cute creatures of Animal Crossing, or maybe the visual style and mechanics of Cat Quest? Hell, let's throw in a little binding of Isaac as well, and then for good measure some sacrifice. Oh, so much sacrifice all of that. It's the best way to describe Call to the Lamp, the newest game from Massive Monster and Zeus Psychos over at Devolver Digital. It's a crazy amalgamations of all those games that I'm just gonna come out and say is incredibly charming and won me over so easily. And beyond that, it's got all those weird little things added to it that just make it such a genius game. So let's talk about that. You begin your journey as a sacrificial lamb to the four gods of the forest, but your death is only the beginning as you awake to find yourself standing before the one who waits a fifth good locked away by the other. This chained deity will offer you life once more and power beyond your belief if you do them a favor. What favor is that? Well, what is a god without worshippers? So you return to the forest once again on a mission, defeat the four gods of the old faith, required cultists, and build your new religion. And at this point the game sort of splits into two. One part is fast-paced roguelike dodging and slashing, and the other is base building cult manager. And while separate futures, they are linked in helping you achieve your overall goal. The cult management portions of the game allows you to upgrade your skills and your potential for a great run of the force. Roguelike portions, meanwhile, the roguelike bits help you gather resources, followers, and information about the world. At large, you need both to be successful. Your cult begins its humble origins on a small plot of land, a compound if you will lighter it with just enough lumber and stone to get you started, and you start with a simple shrine and some sleeping bags, and eventually you work your way up to a larger template and room for more cultists and mining and foresting nodes and also much more, all of which serve to improve not only the cult and cultist but also your character. And just for fun, if you want, you can unlock all sorts of ways to creatively decorate your compound as well in order to gain new technology and abilities for your cult and yourself. You of course must acquire new cultists and then collect their faith by managing your cultist hunger and moods and daily choices. You ensure that they continue to give it to you freely. You keep them happy long enough and continue preaching the good word, and they will level up. The higher the level, the more faith they give you. Each cultist has its own stats and desires, and sometimes they are totally insane. But hey, you are the one who wanted to make a cult. Yes, sometimes that will get upset, and it falls upon you to eradicate them back into the flock. These introductions is something that continues into other aspects of the game as well. Inside your template, you are given access to the powers of your Dark Crown via the temple altar, allowing you to not only upgrade the crown and your cults but also preach a sermon, perform a ritual, even check on your chosen doctrine, which come from stone tablets, and other fun things that you collect by leveling up cult members or going out on your god slaying missions. But that's not all. You're also managing everyday life as well until your cultists are equipped well enough to handle it. They are basically forest animals, so at first they are going to be going a lot of stuff like going to the bathroom in just random spots around your camp. So unless you want them to stumble around your bunch of crap and get sick, you're gonna need to clean up after them. Same thing when they're hungry, and it comes down to preparing the food. You are going to have to do that so before you call can take off Where do you get all these resources and food and all this other stuff to help your cultists take care of themselves well? That is where the forest exploration and roguelike adventure comes in. When you leave your camp, you come to a jack skeleton amount of 4 stars, each taking you to the domain of one. The 4 gods you must defeat in order to do so. You must make your way through several rooms of a dungeon, fighting off enemies, collecting items, weapons, spells, and more, while also selecting the best path through the forest along the way. You will have the opportunity to save all sorts of fellow forest creatures, meet strange and new friends, or encounter enemy. Gods who will delight in missing with you or your cult. The part that I love about this is while it's relatively simple in design, there is just a wealth of options here, and the NPCs that populate the force can change with each run as well, be it the strange fortune teller that gives you third cards as your buff, or the weird thing that cripply drops tie bullets.